an Ironman. Thank you everyone, honestly, your support through the YouTube, generally obviously on the support on the course and everything I've had through social media has been amazing. She's back on her phone. That's what she's always doing.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good now, I'm ready. A few little excited, nervous flutters, just ready to go out and race and see what happens, and yeah, hope you have a good one. Yeah, I've had a good day out. I'm not sure it's quite hitting yet. I think it's probably going to take a few days, but yeah, to be honest, the day started really well. Like, I had a really good swim. Massive swim PB for me, so that's massive kudos to Cos, who's been coaching me in Leeds, and obviously Will, just keeping me going and keeping the motivation there, and the group that I swim with helping me out. Yeah, first lap in this nice little group, really, really great. Had nice feet to sit on. Got a bit caught up with all the age groupers. Please, Ironman in the future, give us a bigger gap. We actually caught a few of the pro men, which is a bit annoying. Age group men definitely got in the way a bit. I nearly got drowned at one of the boys, which was not very pleasant. I just ran back onto them coming through transition. So yeah, really happy with my swim. I had no idea how fast I'd swum. Like, I was pretty sure I was having a good swim, because when we'd come back through the Aussie exit, I knew the 70.3 hadn't started yet, so there weren't people in water, so I was like, well, at least I've gone sub 29 on my first lap. Got onto the bike, had an absolutely horrendous transition. My fault. Didn't know where the mountain line was. Clearly a few other people were confused, because I also was then confused because the girl behind me was still running. I kept running because usually there are people there to point and say mountain line.
Really shit transition there, hey?
I don't think they were there. I think they might have been, so correct me if they were. So I ran for quite a while with my bike and had already like half dropped my bike coming out of transition, and one of my shoes was hanging off, and yeah, so not my finest transition. Got going on the bike, just feeling good, and I had my, my target was kind of go quite hard initially, try and catch a few people, then I had my like upper power limit on the climb of like 230 watts to not go too hard. 10k in, I caught Sarah Spank, and we had a little chat like, okay, let's try and like work together in a sort of legal way and try and catch the front. Chopper age groupers coming past us in a little draft pack. Why so many drafts? I don't know. A bit annoying. We managed to work quite well together until we got to the climb, and then actually Sarah was too strong. She was going too hard for what I wanted to push, so I like dropped back a little bit. Still happy with the climb. I then got to the top. I knew coming out of the swim it was 6 minutes to the front. And then at the top I had a couple of friends up there, and they were like, you're now like 2.5 minutes. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I went a bit hard up the climb. But like, I knew I hadn't, I knew I'd gone within my capabilities. Got onto some nice flat bits, and I was like, right, this is it, just gotta go for it. We then had a little out and back, and I saw Fenella and Jocelyn, and I was like, oh, they're actually really close. Keep working, like stick to my power, keep working hard, keep drinking, etc. Caught Fenella and Jocelyn around, must have been like 100k. They're like, oh, maybe I should just sit and like chill out a bit. Knew that then put me in like 4th. And then actually I was like, oh, I feel quite good, and I don't want to just sort of sit on the back. Also part of me was thinking maybe I need to put some time in between me and these girls because of my calf. I didn't know how the run was going to go. Maybe a bit unsportsmancy of like I kind of attacked on an aid station. that's racing, I guess. Just kind of went for it, managed to put some quite good time in. Jocelyn actually was never that far back, so I was trying to average around 200 up to like 206. So I think my normalised ended up being about 206, and my average was like 189. Definitely a power PB for me on the bike. I was getting a bit frustrated with all the age groupers again, like sorry to bang on, like, and it's not really their fault, it's the fault of them starting so close. But when you get like groups of 10 coming past you and then they kind of get in front and you obviously have to like drop back, it kind of just messes your flow a little bit. Definitely just impacts the female race. Jocelyn was riding fair when she came past, it's not like she was drafting. And I actually had a good chat with her afterwards. I'm like, oh, those age groups are annoying. Because they just disrupt like what you're doing, the power you're trying to push. And then yeah, onto the run. So I was a bit like, right, don't mess up this transition. Like, first transition was so bad. I actually had a good transition. I was like, right, yes, I can get back out in front of Jocelyn because we kind of came in together. And I just thought, let's just see how it feels. I knew that first lap I was obviously running faster than I knew I'd be able to hold, like based off my training. You know, I think like I've definitely got a sub 3 in me at some point, but it's not going to be after like the last 2 months of running that I've had, because I knew that fitness, like run fitness and that kind of strength of keeping the form going was going to be my issue. I was like, let's just go fast when it feels good and then hope that I don't like completely blow up and that I just fade a little bit, which is kind of what happened. Second lap, I knew it was coming down quite a lot. I caught her on the third lap. I also knew there were some like seriously fast people running behind, because obviously again there was some like out and back so you could see people. Got to about 30k and Will was like, you just need to, you know, she's like a minute a bit behind you, you're kind of running similar paces. Basically it's who wants it more. Yeah, that last 10k really hurt. Park run and then a park run. By the time I got to the line I was like, oh my god, I fucking won. I honestly, like that last 5k I was like, she's catching me. She got really close just here. I obviously wouldn't have let her just run past. I would have really fought hard, but there wasn't much left in my legs today. Disbelief, relief that it was over, relief that I put a good race together. I think, you know, that's definitely the race that I feel is kind of, you know, like shown the form that I'm in. Obviously more to come and I can actually put some more consistent running together again. With everyone that's supported me so much this year, it's so nice to kind of have a result for everyone. Really delighted that I could hang on and get that win. Well, one of the most exciting things is that I now get one of the little Zwift Pro ticks. Yes, I know, that's very sad of me. So what's next? Off season, big off season. Seeing my parents in Wales next week, and then I've got a friend's wedding next weekend. Massive party tonight, and probably tomorrow night actually. Get back to the finish line, like really want to kind of get back and see those last finishes coming over, because it's just, you know, the people that can stay out there that long, don't know how they do it. Amazing. Get back into winter training, start to build everything again. I won't do anything big before St George. I'll try and do some like 70.3s just to get back into race shape. Celebrate. I need like definitely like I want to spend the next 2-3 weeks really enjoying it, soaking it in. You know, who knows how many Ironman wins you get in your career, right? Like hopefully loads, but yeah, gonna definitely make the most of it.